Welcome to the Black American Hebrew Unity Discussion, and I'm your brother, your host, Black Sheep. And let's try it out, brothers and sisters. First of all, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, and a happy Sabbath for the Saturday. Today is the original Sabbath day, so happy Sabbath. And this video here is, calling all the sick. Actually the whole show is calling us sick. But I'm directing this video right here, brothers and sisters, to the brothers and sisters, that are homeless, that has some form of a mental health problem, that's having an emotional problems, mental health issues, drug addict problems. Brothers and sisters, I'm welcoming you home, brothers and sisters. The Bible says that no one's coming to save us from our separation. No one, brothers and sisters, is coming to help us gather ourselves, get ourselves together. No one. So I'm calling all those that are sick. You smoke marijuana, you smoke cigarettes, you shooting up that black, that heroin, you know what I mean? You smoking that pipe, that crystal pipe, whatever it is, brothers and sisters, that you're doing, let's just say, to destroy yourself, that's considered bad habits that we may have picked up in this pagan culture. I'm asking you, brothers and sisters, to come on in, come on home, tap in, so we all can win. And next video I'll be covering Jeremiah chapter 4, part 3. All right, brothers and sisters. So get water. And come on in, brothers and sisters. And I'm just tapping in with Judah. That's all. That's what this video gonna be, tapping in with Judah. Those that don't, I'm tapping in to all those that don't even know that they Judah. They ain't even accepted the new covenant with a higher in their heart, because they don't even know a higher. They just know a higher as God. But we already covered that. That's many gods. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you looking for a gentleman and you walk into the room full of men and you say, "Hey man," all the men go turn around. See, but when you walk in that room and you looking for one individual and you know his name, that's how you address that individual. You see what I'm saying? Walk into a room, you looking for somebody named Joseph. You say Joseph. Walk in the room, Joseph. You see? Joseph go turn around. So that's the same thing with our Father. We seeking a higher, let's call him by his name. What is his name? He say, call him I am that I am. You know what I mean? So, but his name is Ahaya, brothers and sisters. Many different, original names he have. Like there's controversy on his name as Jehovah. He say in his word that they don't know me by my word. They don't know me by my name Jehovah. That's what the words say. We don't even know him by Jehovah. So all of us saying Jehovah, 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 we know how to say Jehovah, but we don't know the real, true meaning of that name. This is what our Father's saying. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So welcome, brothers and sisters. And this show, the name of the show is changing too. So that's why I was like, welcome to, this show go be, I'm trying to bring this show into a pinpoint, into who we are, and for all of us to get who we are in our hearts. Stuff it in our hearts. Just like we stuff all this bullshit about who we not in our hearts. Who we not in our hearts. We stuff all this bullshit that this world throw at us in our heart. And we call ourselves what they look at us as. Diablos, niggers, and so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? And we carry that shit. You see, let's accept the new covenant with a higher and put in our heart how he sees us, what he sees us as. Because as long as we not accepting ourselves as who we are, we're going to be considered in our Father's eyes very treacherous. Very. So come on in, brothers and sisters that's on, that's doing bad, that's on a titi, that's sleeping in them tents. Brothers and sisters, man, you get these videos, brothers and sisters, learn the concept to this video. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that I'm doing on this video, man, is I'm doing one thing on this video, and that's bringing black and those that are considered black African American niggers. This show is only doing one thing, is bringing those that are considered the latter home to their true and original nationality as Hebrew Israelite Moors. That's why I'm changing the channel's name too, brothers and sisters. You go on TikTok, hurry up before they shut TikTok down if they ain't already did it now, and download as much information as you can. Because when they close it down, you ain't gonna have no access to none of that information again. And they closing it down due to the sensitive information. We say sensitive information, yes, information that can harm the present governmental structure and its oppression. And its oppression of the Negro. We the original Indians, the original Indians of this land. We're indigenous of this land. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? The indigenous of this land, the original Indians of this land. And the cat is out the bag. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So they want to shut TikTok down. As long as TikTok open, then that's feeding, that's feeding and fueling the wake up fire. You see what I'm saying? Because more and more brothers and sisters visit TikTok, they come across information, and this be, like they say, sensitive information. Information, okay, information you can't run from, you can't hide from it. We're the original Native Americans, the original. But this show is coming home to the new covenant of Ahia as the house of Judah, the remnant of Ahia. You say, well, what's the remnant? People got a lot of different a different views on what the remnant is. God, a higher, is putting it in my heart, to let me know about his remnant as being the present day generation. Because tomorrow not promised, brothers and sisters. And that's everybody. Everybody. Okay? Black Caucus, men, women, and children. Alright? Just letting you brothers and sisters know that is his remnant. He says that he shows mercy, through he have shown mercy for generations upon generations. You see? And there is, and it's proven. It's proven. It's proven and proven. It's proven our Father shows mercy. It's proven. But it's also proven that there is an end to his mercy. And we're going to cover that, brothers and sisters. We're going to cover that in the next video. Right now, I'm just tapping in with all my sick folk. Those that's living up under that bridge, what's up, man? That's living in them tents. You see what I'm saying? Those that's on some form of governmental assistance. Those that's getting Medi-Cal, Section 8, Social Security, food stamps. This is sick. Sick. While we continue on, you see what I'm saying? While we continue on receiving these benefits that's coming from this government, we sleep to the fact that these benefits is not a recognition of who we are, and it's not compensation of a code. It's not compensation for a culture that you are a part of, that they didn't stepped on, that they ain't recognized their original sin. Okay, brothers and sisters, as been survivors of the Holocaust, that they didn't, okay, go on TikTok, you see that long ass list, of everybody this country done stepped on, literally stepped on they culture. And you will see how much they done gave people millions. Okay, they didn't even gave people millions of acres of land. Okay, and when you look at this list, just notice on this list, Negroes is at the bottom. Negroes is at the bottom. Look at the list. And Negroes is at the bottom. And they say, well, what they gave Negro from, this day to this day: slavery and Jim Crow. Slavery, Jim Crow. This how far our mind is gone in this right here. And still into this day, you have their majority Congress leaders saying they don't know who we are. To this day. So I'm just letting you brothers and sisters know the significance of the show is for us to come home in our hearts as the house of Judah. This is all the groups. Okay, this is all the religions. This is all the political coalitions. Simple. As the house of Judah, the original Hebrew Israelite Moors. The indigenous Indians of the land. And deal with deal with our issues on our own without receiving no help other than ourselves. Can't find my notebook. I would have covered some news with you brothers and sisters, but let us get Jeremiah out the way, and we probably just do this last video. It's gonna be it's gonna be, and I don't know, brothers and sisters, we got to let the Lord dine on us. All right, but then I cover some news after that, brothers and sisters, because there's a lot going on. It's a whole lot going on, and I just want this show, man, to be us coming home in our heart. As sick it is to come home to our Father, our higher. It's, it wasn't it. That's all. That's it. That's all, brothers and sisters, and as the subscriptions goes up, then there would have been significant changes taking place. But it has to be, I guess it's getting pushed forward, and we don't know what our Father is turning it into. But right now, He wants me to deliver His word, and He wants to direct my every word to His people. And that's everybody from political, religious, coalition, news reporters, to all the way down to those that's sleeping in those tents. You Black American in New York sleeping in a tent. Hey, brothers, since I'm still here, y'all. Yeah. So, you considered Black Caucus, a member of the Black Caucus. You consider, and you in Chicago. Tap in with me, man. We just trying to get our hearts right with our Father on the real time side. You know what I'm saying? We have a culture, brothers and sisters, a culture. We, as considered members under the Black Caucus, in the Black Caucus, have a heritage that we are to support and that we are to come home to. And it's just simple. It's really simple. But people say, well, yeah, easier said than done. Well, I beg to differ, brothers and sisters. It's harder saying what I'm saying And it will be easier to do what I'm saying once we come home to what I'm saying. And you will see how easy it is. But we have those that's trying to destroy this planet, that wants that change to happen just as quick on the destructive side. There's a day and there's a night. There's a good and there's an evil. There's a righteous and there's a wicked. So just like you got on the light side, on the righteous side, we want to be filled. Us that's hungering and thirsting for righteousness. And then on the other side, you have those that's quick to do what? Wickedness. Our Father say we don't know nothing else but to do wickedness. See what I'm saying, brothers? You know what I'm talking about? Putin, he's already calling the West, Nazis. Brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? They talking down on the Gentile Western way of living, the paganism, and so on and so forth. The presidents is talking down on this oppressor's heritage, this culture. Black Americans, we have a heritage as the indigenous Indians of this land, accepting the new covenant with a higher as the original Hebrew Israelite Moors are of the house of Judah. And brothers and sisters, let me help everybody, man. I'm trying to help you. Okay? Brothers and sisters, this word of our Father is free to you. It's a message from our Father as the last call of alcohol. Okay, this little bitty Sleepy Jake show here is speaking even to those that consider they self woke. And they ain't even knowing that they are asleep. You understand? I'm talking to Negroes from New York, okay, all the way to the Bay Area. Okay, brothers and sisters, and the word of our Father is free. As long as this air that we breathe in is free, this word of our Father gonna continue to be free that I'm serving to you. But now as far as the show goes, brothers and sisters, there's other things taking place on the show. This is just the cornerstone, the anchor of the show. We on that ship, okay, hey, we gonna, slow down and come to a halt. You know what I mean? We gonna drop that that anchor. And that's what our Father's word is on this show. It's simple. That's just what it is. That's how he made it. And we are sick, brothers and sisters. We are sick. We under that bridge, man. You living under that bridge. You living in a tent. You living on them streets. Okay, you on some form of a subsidy. Okay, all that's in question right now as you watching this video right now, this minute, man, the United States debt ceiling has reached its limit. And the only thing that will ease up the pressure upon the people, millions and millions and millions of people, is for the Republicans to, and the Democrats, the president, shall I say, to come to some form of a understanding, I believe, and raise the debt ceiling where we can get the country back in order. And in the meantime, in between time, this show is just saying, hey, while this is taking place, let's turn our hearts to our Father as who we are and as He sees us in His eyes. That's all this show is saying. And you ain't gonna see no miracles on this show. Just like Jesus told them in His day, this show is carrying on with that there. You ain't gonna see no miracles. You see, because we are, like He said, in the latter days, it's gonna be like the days of Noah, where they're gonna be doing all these things and not knowing that a dark cloud is closing in on us. And what you gonna do when they cut Medi-Cal? What you gonna do when they start cutting all these federal and medical, this governmental assistance that we're getting? Just to tag us along. Just to tag us along where? To the edge. Then where we going after we get to the edge, brothers and sisters? To where, though? You see what I'm saying? Because we already living in a hellful situation where Negroes is living up under stereotypical views. Our Mexican counterparts, we're considered Diablos, Mayates, things of this nature. Not all of us, brother. Not all Mexicans, brothers and sisters. You got a lot of Mexicans that's, into, helping also. But we trying to get together, brothers and sisters. We trying to get together our Father's scepter. So I'm gonna touch bases on that because Malcolm X already said, you can help us, okay, but you can't join us. You see what I'm saying? You can't. I don't care what you come up in your mind to come together. You did a good thing. But now, let's sharpen our tools. Break up our fallow ground, right? You see? And let us not sow among thorns. What is the thorns, brothers and sisters? If our Father says, for Judah to adhere. You see? So brothers and sisters, all those that are sick, and if you sleeping up under that bridge, if you homeless, tap in, man. Tap in, because it starts here in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the show is put up, and I'm getting some merch together right now. So when you come to this show and hear our Father and visit, His presence, then, there it is. You know what I'm saying? You'll have opportunity to go shopping and things of that nature, on the show. Then I got music I'm working on to help to change the narrative. and to talk to my brothers and sisters, and brothers and sisters of abroad. Yeah, and I'm gonna be putting videos to that right now, brothers and sisters. I'm working on an album that I could put together, and before I release the album, I'm gonna put a little demo out before I release the whole album, and this demo gonna have like videos to it, like 5 or 6 videos, just so you can see the kind of content I'm coming with in our gathered togetherness. Because he did say, cry, gather together, assemble yourselves, and let's go into the defense cities. What's the defense cities, brothers and sisters? Cities that we have to build to defend. There's a lot of talk about our community and things of this nature. I believe what Dick Craigie said. We living in neighborhoods. We not living in communities. We living in neighborhoods that they call the ghetto. That's no community. Communities have centers, programs. When I was coming up, we lived in communities. Every block you turned, there was black all around you. Yeah. See, I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. I was at Kansas City, Kansas. I'm gonna have to look on my birth certificate what hospital it is, but my people from Kansas City, Missouri. I got aunties, cousins, my earthly daddy, peace and blessings be upon his spirit. He stayed in Kansas City, okay? My mother, and we came out here to California, to North Richmond, California, North Richmond. And we stayed in North Richmond for many years before my mother moved to Central on 3rd Street in Richmond, California. So I was there during the era of Master J, opening up the J's Temple for the Ansars in Richmond, California. So, okay? So we all have to start connecting. And we just ain't knowing because we still stuck in that brainwash and racist ideological way of thinking, brothers and sisters. And just know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, as you already know, brothers and sisters. Right? But we are seeing that I am a tool used by a higher. May not be the sharpest, but hey, watch out, because this one is the best for this job. All military personnel, what I'm saying, that's working for the U.S. government, for all those that are of some form of an eliteful status in the United States establishment, governmental establishment. I'm even talking to you, because this is a what? A black thing. This is a black thing. And we have the right to praise our Father. Everybody claiming they fathers, everybody claiming they gods. You got even, got a lot of Gentiles claiming Satan. We can't hate on Satan. We can't hate on the devil. We can't. We can't hate on that devil, man. But you see, his followers is stepping up to the plate. Let us, as our Father's scepter, step up to the plate. So join the movement, brothers and sisters. Join the movement, because it's any day now with these conflicts happening. continentally. Okay? This is a continental thing now, brothers and sisters, and we not paying attention. If you got this nation on this side of the country wants to, it's getting into it with this nation on the other side of the country, brothers and sisters, they not sending little troops no more. They not sending little troops no more, brothers and sisters. They did that already. They sent, sent unbelievable support to Ukraine. Okay, brothers and sisters. They didn't send soldiers to help them learn how to use the machinery and things of that nature, right or wrong. And ain't no telling how much more wickedness. It's continental now, brothers and sisters, which means that the only way to cut out the middleman, the only way to cut out the middleman to this war is using intercontinental ballistic missiles, brothers and sisters. The only way. They cutting out the middleman.
You guys are crazy. Ah, what's up, my right? That's right. Protect this stuff.
Good morning. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters, but but like I say, and brothers and sisters that's up there in the elite, in the Army, the Navy, just know one thing. If you're in the Army, you're in the Navy, one thing, and I know that all skin folk ain't kin folk, we understanding this, but those that know what I'm talking about, those that hear what I'm saying, only thing I got to say to you is this one thing. You matter too. You matter. You matter. You matter. That's all I got to say. How twisted we is. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a basis to open up our culture. Our culture is shut down unexplainably. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Where the life that we're living now is like Job. We're all living the life of Job in an oppressor's heritage. This is what we're living in, an oppressor's heritage. That's why I was asking Candace Owens, because she say she's tired of being a part of the culture. So that's why I was asking her on one of my clips that I posted on TikTok, is you tired of being in this culture as a black member of the Black Caucus? Is you tired of being under the oppressor's heritage culture? Because we ain't lived in our own culture as black, American, indigenous. We ain't lived under ours. We ain't practiced not Cinco de Mayo, although a lot of us practice that there. But we ain't practiced, Kwanzaa in how long? I remember as a child, just like, you got these Mexicans, marching and having celebrations and things of this nature, okay? On Cinco de Mayo, I remember as a child, Kwanzaa was something similar, but it was just of black folk. See, we lived in communities. Yeah, when you walk out your house, your neighbors is black, and you go down the street, neighbors black. You go to the grocery market, everybody black working in there. That's community. You see, and I also remember the dope era that we came up in and through. Okay, when the cocaine, when candy, what they call it candy, those rocks that they put in the pipe, they call it candy back in the days. Candy, that's what they called it. Candy. See, I remember when that hit the communities. When that hit the community, that's really when we started dissolving into what we are in now. We supported, we are the creatives, and supported a lot of the culture as far as, our sleepy state culture. Like hip hop is a sleepy state culture. It's our culture, but a whole nother people is profiting off of it. Just like our heritage of who we are as the original Jews, a whole nother people is benefiting from that right now. And ain't nobody stepping up to the plate to help change what we going through. Everybody pointing fingers. Oh, they Muslim. And then I made a comment about brothers and sisters want to join hands with other nationalities. I said go to Islam, and I want to scratch that now in this video. I'm sorry. That it wasn't Islam. I meant to say Orthodox Muslims, because Orthodox Muslims, they join hands of all races and cultures. I think it is. Islam do not. So I apologize for that, because I know a lot of my Muslim viewers probably, oh man, brother, listen, I'm just trying to put it together, get it together, so we can all be under that same umbrella. You see, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like Nation of Islam, they need to start communicating with Jay's Temple, the Ansars. You see what I'm saying? There's a standard in these groups where they feel that, they feel, I don't know what they feel, man, but it ain't open for us as a nation. You see what I'm saying? It ain't open for us as a nation. It's to call people into the group. It ain't to open the group to the people. You see what I'm saying? You open the group to the people, then there's your scepter. But you calling the people in to the group. No. Open the group to your people and make it the scepter of our Father. This is everybody. This is all the groups. And bring your culture, our our indigenous culture into it. You know, the Nation of Islam need to start communicating with the Ansars. It's been many, many years now since Master J have opened up J's temple, okay? And what we doing in there? We keeping teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon his soul, and Wallace D. Fraud Muhammad. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. They preaching out of the same book, but they separated. You see what I'm saying? You see? Just like, just like both of the Black Panther Party branches, they're communicating. I haven't been able to keep up with a lot, but I'm finna be on all this. That's what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. Right now, it's just a mustard seed show. Listen to what's on my mind, and later on, all this information is gonna be put, in a way where it's more entertaining of what I'm saying. Right now, if you just, if you the one, this show right here basically is you the one. It's 44 subscribers to this channel that knows deep in their fabric and every cent of their everything that they are the one. No matter what they going through. I know for a fact, because the subscriptions I've already called for honest numbers. So picture having 50 subscribers one day, and then your numbers go down to 43, and then a week later, 2 weeks later, it went up to 44. Right or wrong, those are honest numbers. Those people that's really coming into here, man, let me see what this rusty dusty Negro talking about. Holy mess. And this and that, and they catching on like, wait, what? Yeah, and then that's when they putting it in their heart now. They been putting in their heart because that's where they press subscribe. Like, I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be the one to help change all this here. And that's who we want on this show. Brothers and sisters coming in, taking their position. You're in office. Yeah. Because ain't nobody coming for us. No one. And it's a cultural thing. That's why I'm talking to the brothers and sisters in the Navy, in the Army, in the Air Force, okay? In the IRS, in the CIA. You are somebody. You matter. You matter. Just like my 44 subscribers matter. And they know that they matter, and they see what we doing, where we going with this. You matter. Press subscribe. And let's put our Father in our heart. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? Let's put our Father commandments in our heart. I'm calling brothers and sisters in the Army and the Navy because you consider sick because you going to war fighting a European war while your people is in the ghettos of the hells of North America suffering. And you say, and you might be in the army, you might be like, well, how can we fix it? It's simple. Claim the new covenant with a higher in your heart. Pick up your Bible. Pick up your Bible and claim a higher in your heart. It's simple. Simple. Yeah, claim a higher in your heart. It's in your heart. Claim the new covenant. And you say, well, how you claim the new covenant? You're not a Negro. The reality is you're not a nigger. You're not a, look in the mirror and know that. You're not a nigger. I'm not even a nigger. No, I'm not even a nigger. Wow. I'm not even a coon. I'm not a coon. Dang, I'm a Hebrew Israelite more of the house of Judah. Wow. Come home to it. I'm calling all the sick and those in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. You sick because you black, trying to fit in a whole nother nationality's establishment. When you yourself have your own establishment that's not together, that's why we open up this show to get your heart ready. So when we start building, putting together things, and your heart is already in place to come on, where you fit in, where you at home. You can go from being a soldier in this European army fighting with this Ukraine thing to being somebody to come, and you could be a soldier fighting on the battlefield. You see what I'm saying? Go from that to your own over here in Black America, Black Caucus, the original Hebrew Israelite more establishment and its government, and go from the European working on the battlefield to your own, to being somebody like Lloyd Austin. See what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? See? Yeah. Oh, when I was in the Navy, when I served in the Army, they had me on the front line. And then since the Black Americans woke up to their indigenous status and accepted the new covenant with a higher, well, I came home and now I'm commander of this fleet and that fleet and doing this and doing that for the people. You see, yeah. Yeah. We all are ready to fight. We all are capable of fighting. But as you see, we all are fighting for the wrong reasons, purposes, and for the wrong people, instead of fighting for ourselves and our freedom and our people. The Mexicans did it. The Mexicans did it. That's how they got Mexico, right or wrong. There was a Mexican revolution. They tell you. There was a Mexican revolution. Ain't that's how the Mexicans got Mexico? Even though it's still colonized. Didn't Haiti, the Haitians, have some type of revolution that made it to where they had their own little bitty piece of pie? What about Dominican Republic? Didn't they have some going on? Everybody fought to have some form of recognition in the world. What Negro, what are we doing? Other than waiting for decisions to be made and for us to be dispendables, should I say, to this racist thing. So let's get it right, brothers and sisters. I'll catch you on the next video. And we gonna be running into Jeremiah. We gonna be running into Jeremiah. Okay, we gonna be, gonna take care of Jeremiah. Brothers and sisters, yeah, because, hey, I'm preserving my energy, man. I got a lot, man, on my plate. You see what I'm saying? And Putin, the way Putin talking, man, the way Putin talking, you ain't never heard Putin talk in such of a manner, okay? In such of a manner. Never. Until this where we are today in the United States involvement with Ukraine, sending Ukraine stupendous recognition, sending Ukraine stupendous reparations, stupendous. And Ukraine ain't even been slaves. They ain't even stepped on Ukraine, but they supporting and helping Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine, which is considered in Russia's eyes, okay, as a Nazi culture. And he also believed that the Nazi agenda originated in World War II, or I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, but go double check, look at the clips, because the Russian president is giving interviews and he's letting it be known very clear that it ain't no other way to stop this war than into having some form of intercontinental ballistic exchange. There's no other way. And we are asleep to those type of statements. So this show is saying, hey, get in your heart, brothers and sisters. The flesh finna pass away. Get in your heart. That's the only way. We turning our hearts back to our Father. Back to our Father. See, when our wait was over, when we was in Egypt under Pharaoh, when our wait was overbearing, you see what I'm saying? Go read those stories. Look at our weight overbearing. Then the Pharaoh put even more weight on us. Made it harder for us to make bricks and things of this nature. What America doing? Ain't America reaching that debt ceiling? Ain't America already threatening and talking about not paying their bills? Isn't America already saying cutting back on Medi-Cal, cutting back on, Social Security and things of this nature? Cutting back on food stamps, taking certain subsidies, housing subsidies and things of that nature, knowing that the people is dependent upon these things to maintain some type of post on that line, and touching anything, it would deadbolt it, sending this whole country into a all-out criminal frenzy. And they already talking about defunding the police departments across the United States of America. You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? And ain't nobody go suffer the most out of this nuclear exchange other than black folk. Just remember that. And they say all skin folk ain't kin folk. Well, yeah, I believe that, because we have, brothers and sisters in these governmental positions. And that's who I'm talking to too, because you sick, brothers and sisters. You are sick. to continue into this 21st century as we are, not trying to do nothing for ourselves, not to even try to pull out of these pits that we are in, and run into a group, a spiritual group, is not going to do it. It's not, man. Especially when you're opening up organizations and bringing all other kind of nationalities of Israel to be involved. Our Father in the Word says what to Israel? He didn't tell Israel to unite. He didn't. I find nowhere in this book he says Israel unite. Nowhere. It don't. But what he does tell Israel, what he say? To put away your abominations. That's what he tells Israel. But who do he tells to gather together? The house of Judah. So shouldn't be nobody gathering but the house of Judah. And then who is the house of Judah? The sleepy Negroes. And I'm talking all of you. All of you. All of you. All of you. And I don't care what I told you. The cornerstone to these messages is it don't matter what you believe in. You believe in the devil? You believe in Satan? It don't matter, because that white man still see you as the nigger. So it don't matter. You a Buddha, you practice Buddhism, you practice Krishna consciousness, huh? Yeah, see, it don't matter, because at the end of the day, you still consider, thank you. Thank you. What, you practice Islam? You a Muslim? Which one you from? The Nation of Islam, or you from from the Ansar establishment? Which one? Because at the end of this day, it don't matter. Oh, what spiritual organization you in? You with Israel Worldwide Ministries? Or are you with the Israel Unite in Christ organization? Which one are you in? I'm asking you which one of them groups you in, because it don't matter. Because at the end of this day, you still a nigger. You still a Negro. Okay? Simple. So subscribe to the channel, man. We got work to do. It's a lot, you might not, it's a lot of y'all that may not want to work with me. Just like it's a lot of y'all that I may not want to work with. But what is it, brother? It don't matter, because it ain't about us. We have a job to do. When you come to work, you may be a lot of employees and a lot of colleagues that you don't too much want to be dealing with, but you still, you're forced to work up and around them. That's why I say it don't matter. The skin folk will come in with the kin folk. You see what I'm saying? Come on in. And it ain't gonna be no killing. We doing all that killing now in the wilderness. We coming from a wilderness, okay? We coming from a wilderness into this wilderness here. So it ain't gonna be getting from here to another wilderness just to be killing each other. It stops here. And we ain't gonna know until we come together. You go see. All that killing gonna be dead. That's gonna be a thing of the past. You will see. That's why Jesus calling the sick. That's why Yeshua is calling the sick of the remnant. That's why I'm saying, brothers and sisters, you don't matter what lethal status you got on down to the sleepy jakes, you're still sick. You fighting this war with Ukraine, there it is. You sick. You sick, man. And thank you for for serving for us. But is that thanks valid? Is it for us? Is it really for us? Or is it for the elite and their agenda? You see what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? They sending everything that belongs to us to other countries. They're plundering us, the Black Caucus. So let me go, brothers. So let me catch this Bible. So much to talk about, brothers and sisters. But I ain't gonna be putting all my eggs in one basket, man. Come on. All right. Let's get our numbers, our subscription numbers up in our agenda to know that this is a movement. So the 44 subscribers, it's a movement. And we coming home to our Father, accepting a new covenant with a higher as who we are as the house of Judah, the Black Caucus. And you could be Muslim, you can be you black, and you hold that paper bag up, hold this paper bag up here. If your skin color darker than this, you need to hurry up and come home, man. You need to hurry the motherfucker up and come home. If your skin is blacker than this paper bag right here, you need to come home. And for the brothers and sisters who light-skinned it, don't worry, let us get it right first, and then we go get y'all straight together. But right now, this got to do with the remnant of the blackness. But yeah, yeah. So much to talk about. So I'll start now, brothers and sisters. 180, I didn't post 180 something videos, and I ain't took not one note. What that tell you? Yeah. So I'm gonna start taking notes, brothers and sisters. So when I come here, I'm gonna have notes. Oh, brothers and sisters, all this. But right now, man, it's 90 seconds to midnight. 90 seconds to midnight. And they moving intercontinental ballistic missiles right now. They moving them into position right now in other countries. NATO is already getting in position. Russia is already moving their intercontinental ballistic missiles in position. And I ain't talking about 10 or 20. And don't forget that those missiles on the submarines, don't forget one of those spearheads carries at least 20 explosive atom bomb shit on it. 20 of them. So one of them make it over here, that's 20 locations that motherfucker could send those to. 20 different locations. That's why I'm calling all those that are sick. Because it is us that this beast is using. It is us that this beast is using. So brothers and sisters in New York, brothers and sisters, all on the East Coast that's homeless, all on the West Coast homeless. You sleeping in the bridge, you sleeping, you know, you're homeless. Tap in, brothers and sisters, tap in on the channel. Press subscribe. You come across this video, you hear me calling your ridiculous tail home. You need to press subscribe, brothers and sisters. You not knowing how much these subscriptions worth. You not knowing. It could save your soul. It could save your soul. You subscribing to everything else. Why not feel in your heart that you could come up from that tent into a piece of land? Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. Because it's the truth. You living in that tent, man. You're homeless out there. You doing these drugs because you ain't been given your recognition. If you had other things to do, you would do it in a productive manner. And they sitting there telling you on TikTok, they sitting there telling you, okay, things has been put in place for our demise. And the Russian President Putin has already, him and his eliteful people over there, they already established a view on the Western Hemisphere as being Nazis up under paganism. And you already got the world judge, some type of establishment where it, you know, it monitors governmental behavior. Just like United States used to monitor Iran and its nuclear capabilities, there's no more monitoring now. It's like Russia and United States used to have some form of communications to keeping the production of these mass destructive material into common existence. There's no communication now. And what did they set the clock? The doomsday clock. They pushed that up to 90 seconds to humans' extinction, humans' destruction. And ain't nobody I'm calling all the sick brothers and sisters because we are the ones that's being used as scapegoats. Just like the brothers and sisters in Hiroshima, scapegoats. Just like brothers and sisters that was in Nagasaki, scapegoats. That we all need to be praying for their soul and doing something every day to keep that type of thing from happening again. So I'm an hour and going upon 15 minutes, brothers and sisters. Let me let you go so I can run you in with the rest of Jeremiah and what we go cover out of there, and then I'll cover some news. Cover some news to help the Black Caucus awakening, from there too. Okay, so yeah. So we coming, brothers and sisters. It starts in our heart. It starts in our heart, brothers and sisters. It starts in our heart. So that's why I'm bringing you the word of our Father. That's why I'm bringing you the word of our Father, just so you can put that in your heart. Bring your Bible. So the next video, bring your Bible with you. Okay, because as I'm reading, brothers and sisters, they already saying people twisting the word, and it is people twisting the word. So I want you to leave comments down below. Hey man, you twisting that? You twisting that, man? Hey, you don't. Let me know. You see what I'm saying? Let me know. That's what this is, brothers and sisters. Communication rules the nation. Okay, everybody communicating but the Negro. How else you think they're able to put all these things in order? Because they're in communication. Didn't the government just buy satellite phones just in case something, mass happen, okay? That they'll be able to still be able to do what? Communicate. Ain't they shutting down TikTok because all the sensitive information? Okay? What you think they gonna be coming? What you think they be doing with? They go do with YouTube, Twitter, and things. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. I ain't even got started on the other platforms. See what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So I'm just letting you know, Rome wasn't built overnight, and we still here, we still breathing. I'm just letting you know what the eliteful people saying on the eastern side of this planet. And Ukraine is a Nazi establishment, brothers and sisters. The soldiers even tell you that. How Hitler, they throwing it up. When are we gonna power to the people? Power to the people. When are we going to step up? That's why the show is pushed for us to bring our hearts into the alignment with our Father, to know what's real, to know what we as black folk need to do. Once that get in there, and I think things just automatically go naturally in the right direction. But as long as black folk don't got no establishment among theyself, okay, I'm talking intellectual, intelligent establishments for the betterment and the development of their people, then where is we going with that? It ain't no political group go come together like the CBCF and be in communication with the White House, okay, and not be for the development, upliftment, the awakening of some form of governmental establishment for your people. In the NAACP been here and they ain't did nothing of such of a nature. Okay, they haven't. As long as the NAACP been in existence, they ain't set up nothing governmentally. Like the Black Panther Party did more in a short time of being in existence during when they first was born. Okay, they did more in that period of time than the NAACP did, and the NAACP been in existence longer than the Black Panther Party, the original Black Panther Party. Now you have the original Black Panther Party and you have the new branches. You have two new branches out that we know of so far. And just because they didn't come from the original establishment, they're still our people. They're the new Black Panther Party movement. And it's two branches. They need to start communicating, in which they already are. Just like the Crips and Bloods in the penitentiary. Crips and Bloods in the penitentiary. Yeah, they united. Crips and Bloods united in the pen. That's all that I come to say. Just like the Crips and Bloods uniting, the Nation of Islam need to start uniting. With who? The Ansars. Communicating with our brothers and sisters, accepting our culture as the indigenous. Start there as the indigenous. And there's no big eyes, no little U's. That's where we getting it twisted. That's where we really got it off. The NAACP need to start communicating with the CBCF. Israel Uniting Christ need to start communicating with Israel Worldwide Ministries. You see what I'm saying? There has to be a line of communication among us in which there's not. Everybody's in these groups and then they not even looking toward each other way. They not. But somebody that's not in their group, they'll be quick to call them out their name. Oh, you're this, you're that. But what about what the Bible say about you? He says, break up your fallow ground, and so not among thorns. A lot of people running in groups look at us, their own, as a thorn. And our Father is saying that you are the house of Judah. Sowing among a thorn will be a whole nother nationality. A whole nother nationality. That's a thorn. So we have work to do, brothers and sisters. Work. We have work to do. We are sick. We are a sick nation that is considered in the eyes of these Gentiles, these Europeans, these Nazis, okay, as a Black Caucus. And not all skin folk is kinfolk, meaning you have governmental branches, or shall I say brothers and sisters in political status, that may not be for us. That may just be for getting what they can get for them and who's ever in that group or who's ever in that organization. That all what they're getting and establishing is for them. It's not for everybody. So they set they self-opposed to the whole, and by calling us out our name. Oh, you a Sleepy J, you are this and you are that. You see what I'm saying? And they're pulling in brothers and sisters like that. So you got, like, let's say, out of 5 Sleepy J's, you might got 1 Sleepy J that bow down to the name calling. You see what I'm saying? And become a part of an organization. You see what I'm saying? The CBCF, they not accepting no memberships. What that tell you? Yeah, go look at it. They, okay, the lady was questioning about it, and then she let it be known, we don't accept membership. We don't accept, like, you just can't get in the CBCF. What that tell you? It's not open for the whole Black Caucus, but you want to make decisions over the Black Caucus? Just like the NAACP, they ain't did nothing for the Black Caucus. But when it's time for us to get a financial recognition and settlement, now you want to make decisions over what you ain't even been fucking supporting, and we're asleep to that. Why? Because it's Negroes like you and like me that's not communicating. Okay, just like Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton. Okay, just like they was in the same situation. They didn't even know each other. They knew they was both black and both, okay, fighting this beast. And they came together and worked together. And you got a lot of people saying Bobby Seale has sold us out and so on and so forth. I'm gonna cover that too, brothers and sisters. He didn't sell us out. He passed the baton. That's all he did. Bobby Seale came in. Huey P. Newton passed early on. And Bobby Seale kept going. And Bobby Seale, you hear it from the horse's mouth, he'd tell you. You see what I'm saying? He put everything out there. And, okay? He didn't sell us out because you got two more branches. It's got two more branches of brother coalition, brothers and sisters, okay, fighting for freedom, fighting for our freedom. And then you got Master J and his coalition, his not fucking around coalition. Okay? You got them that's representing us also. Now all you brothers and sisters that's able to legal carry, you need to start communicating with the with the Black Panther Party. You see what I'm saying? And both branches of the Black Panther Party need to start making preparations to come together and train together. See what I'm saying? Then once the coalitions come together and start learning how to train together, then the community, then gotta bring something in effect where the armies of the Black Caucus can link up to the government of the Black Caucus. See what I'm saying? And right now, the Israel Worldwide Ministries is considering themselves and claiming themselves as the government of God set up here on this earth. The IUIC is coming to claim themselves as the army of God. And all I'm saying, brothers and sisters, for all of us to come home as the house of Judah. That's his scepter. All his coalitions, all his spiritual groups, all of us sleepy jakes. This is the remnant. This is the remnant, the last of us. And this show is open for you to come home in your heart. So when things start taking place, you already got it in your heart. That's all. So let me let y'all go, brothers and sisters. Let me call all the sleepy Jays, brothers and sisters. All the sleepy Jays, all the ones that are sick in the culture. Also, you in the organization, you in a coalition, organization, and you ain't got no paperwork from the United States government, then you need to come up. Because they about this debt ceiling about to hit its peak. And once the debt ceiling hit its peak, then that gives them all out to, access to cut this, cut that, cut this, cut that, stop this, stop that. You see what I'm saying? And everybody know they cut welfare off, brothers and sisters. They cut, these subsidies, they cut certain shit off that's vital for our existence. Then you should know, brothers and sisters, that's the crime rate is go from here real fast to there, real fast. See what I'm saying? Real, and they know this. You see what I'm saying? They know this. So, which means if they knowing this, what that means, they're already getting prepared for the outcome. That's why you got the, certain locations in the United States where you have the UN trucks already got delivered and stored in a location. So when the civil unrest do start, then you go see a lot of UN soldiers running through the neighborhood. You see, this is what they've been wanting to make the homeland the battlefield. And we not been getting this. That's all cultures stripped from everybody. All cultures. You thought you was of this, you thought you was of that. You no longer of this and you no longer of that. And if you do, talk about Jesus, you go be executed. If they hear Jesus come out your mouth, you go be executed. You see what I'm saying? It's already a law that the president signed. I think it's already in place now. That they are banning the Bible. They're banning the Bible. For all this time, this Bible, now I want y'all to see, and I'm going to let y'all go. All this time, this Bible being under the false image of whitey-tighty, okay? All this time. Just notice that. Why is it? Ask yourself, why is it now that the truth is being revealed about Jesus? Why is it now that the Bible is considered an enemy? And I'm going to leave you with that. That should make you press subscribe immediately. The whole time this white man been on the wall, okay? He just used this religion to create war beyond our belief. And now that TikTok opened up and waking everybody up, that we on the clock, the doomsday clock, now all of a sudden the Bible being banned, and they're signing things in the law that if you say the name Jesus, you could be executed. I'll catch y'all in the next video, man.